While proceeding that, sir, we have lost engines. Clear, Mayday, 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 Pakistan 8303.
The moment of disaster.
In the largest city of Pakistan, Karachi, everyone was locked in their homes due to the harsh heat. It was 2:35 p.m. and no one knew that Karachi was going to be in an emergency situation in a few moments, because Pakistan International Airlines PK-8303's pilot had given a distress signal to the plane. This meant that the pilot was helpless and the plane had gone out of his control. After a few seconds of giving this signal, Karachi was hit by a powerful blast and the sky was covered in black smoke. Airbus A320 crashed just 430 meters before the airport over the dense population of Model Colony. The surprising thing is that the investigation report said that there was no fault in the plane. So how did this happen? What was going on between the pilot and the traffic controller? Why and how did the first attempt to land at this airport just a few minutes ago fail? And what secrets were revealed in the investigation that lasted for 3 years? On May 22, 2020, Flight 8303 had to take off from Lahore at 1 a.m. It was a small flight that had to land at its destination in 1 hour and 45 minutes. At that time, COVID lockdowns were on the rise, which was causing very little flights. But on the other hand, the month of Ramzan was going on, and the Eid holidays were about to come. There were fewer flights and more passengers. That is, the flight was completely packed. There were a total of 91 passengers and 8 crew members. Today the weather was absolutely perfect, both in Lahore and Karachi. Talking about the pilots, the flight captain was Sajjad Gul, 58 years old, who had been in Pakistan International Airlines for 24 years and had an experience of 18,000 hours, while the first officer was Usman Azam, 33 years old, who had been in PIA for 10 years. It was a 16-year-old Airbus A320 aircraft, which had 2 CFM56 turbofan engines, and both these engines have a very important role in this story. The aircraft was in absolutely perfect condition, which was being maintained according to Airbus recommendations. After completing all the preparations at Lahore Airport, the plane took off at 1:05 p.m. with a delay of only 5 minutes. After some time, Flight 8303 had reached a height of 34,000 feet, which is called cruising altitude, and it had to stay at this altitude for the next 45 minutes. As soon as they reached the cruising altitude, the cabin crew offered snacks to both the pilots, but because they were fasting, they refused. During the cruising, the pilot put the plane on autopilot and started talking. At 1:24 p.m., the plane was crossing Nawab Shah, and at the same time, it was connected to the Karachi Control Tower. That is, the last control tower was completed, and the next responsibility was Karachi Tower. The Karachi Control welcomed the pilots and told them to reach Makli directly. Normally, the flying aircraft on this route reach Nawab Shah and confirm from the Karachi Tower which route they have to reach Karachi. Many routes from Nawab Shah to Karachi are present, including Nawab Shah 2A, Nawab Shah 2B, and Nawab Shah 1C. The 2A route passes near Hyderabad, reaches the Kinjar Lake and turns right and then goes straight to Karachi Airport. The 2B route comes straight to Karachi from Nawab Shah and then 28 km or 15 nautical miles from the airport, left from Makli, comes straight to the airport and goes right again. And the third route is 1C. It goes straight to Makli from Nawab Shah. These 3 routes are also recorded in the flight computer. That is, the pilots save the route assigned by Nawab Shah in their flight computer, and then the autopilot automatically